Hello, and welcome to the first episode of a new series that I've been wanting to do for a little while called Average Joe. In this series, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of different vehicles and telling you whether I think it's worth your time, or in this case, your money. In this episode, we'll be looking at a German/Italian jet known as the G.91 R/4, a jet that if I could describe in just a few words, I would say it's just plain good. Sitting as a rank 5 premium in both the Italian and German air tech trees at 8.7, this aircraft is very capable for its battle rating. With that being said, I would like to start with its major flaws. First off, its firepower in the primary weapon category is relatively lacking compared to its peers, only boasting 4 50 cal machine guns as opposed to most other aircraft at this battle rating having either 20 or 23mm cannons, which throughout the background footage you should hopefully see just how bad these 50 cals can be, causing you to get near constant hits and crits without doing any actual damage that's going to mean anything later on in the match. Though its high rate of fire and ammo capacity is able to make up for this pretty well, it's still going to lead to a lot of situations where you're not going to get a kill where with a cannon you likely would have. Its other biggest flaw, in my opinion, is actually not a flaw with the aircraft, but instead it's the matchmaker itself. Sitting at 8.7, you're going to be seeing a lot of almost full up tiers and full up tiers. So basically every game, you're going to be one of the slowest aircrafts in your lobby, with no flares, with the potential to be fighting AIM-9Gs and supersonic aircraft like the F-104 Starfighter. However, the aircraft does have a lot going for it still. For its battle rating, its weapons are honestly pretty good in the secondary weapon department. It can carry up to 4 AIM-9Bs, which yes, they aren't very good missiles, they are still capable of either forcing somebody to dodge and lose energy, or kill distracted players entirely. You can also carry up to 4 Nord air-to-ground or air-to-air missiles. However, a downside to this is if you do decide to bring these air-to-ground or air-to-air missiles, you also can only bring 2 out of your 4 50 cals. Personally, in air battles, I would just rather bring the 4 AIM-9Bs and keep my 4 50 cals. To pair with these weapons, you also have a fairly decent amount of maneuverability for your battle rating. With that, you also have a decent climb rate, a decent energy retention. Everything really about this aircraft's maneuverability in similar aspects, I can just describe as average, if not slightly better. So long as you're not bottom of the ladder in your lobby in a full up tier, honestly, your maneuverability, your acceleration, your energy retention, all of this stuff paired with the AIM-9Bs, the air-to-air Nords if you want to go for head-ons, and though not great, your 450 cals are still capable. You are a very, very capable aircraft for the battle rating, and you should be able to win a majority of the fights that you get into. With all that being said, for air-to-air battles, I'm gonna be honest, this aircraft was really enjoyable. There's very little about this aircraft that I can say is not good. Other than the 50 cals in the matchmaker, you really have a lot going for you. Which leads me to think that for air-to-air, this is one of the best premium jets, especially early premium jets, that you can purchase. Really, one of the only big problems that I have with recommending this to people for air-to-air is the fact that there's really nothing to grind past it. And even if there was, it's only going to be able to research up to rank 6 without penalty. Which, if we're being honest, most of the vehicles past rank 6 in the German and Italian tech trees are just not really that worth it, or are in other tech trees. Now, if you plan on bringing this aircraft into ground RB, which I have a little bit of footage of for you while I talk about this, I have some good news and some bad news. Now, I personally am not a fan of the Nord missiles, so I do not have any gameplay of that. If you are good with these missiles, they are fucking amazing for ground. Personally, though, I would rather just go with the consistency of the 2 500-pound bombs that you can bring with this thing, while keeping all 4 of your 50 cals. With that, this thing is still pretty damn good for CAS. Go in, drop your bombs, go and fight either other aircraft or take down some helicopters, because Lord knows we need less of those. Now, before I close out this video, I just want to talk about a few things really quick. Overall, this aircraft is really good for aerialistic battles. So long as you're not in a full up tier, you can be pretty damn dominant on that battlefield. even if you are in a full up tier, you can still be a very effective supporting fighter going for people with low energy or who are out of position. And for ground realistic battles, your capabilities as a CAS aircraft are pretty nice as well. Like I said, if you are good with the Nord air-to-ground missiles, they are very, very good. And if you're like me and prefer to just bring the 500-pound bombs, that's basically a minimum of 2 guaranteed kills, and then you can go be a supporting aircraft and go kill either helicopters or fighters, bombers, whatever you need to do to help your team. This aircraft can do it. So, now, for the question you've all been waiting for. Do I think this aircraft is worth your money? Honestly, when it's on sale, I cannot say no. This aircraft is fucking amazing, and on sale, I think that anyone who cares about either the German air tech tree or the Italian air tech tree should pick it up. When it's not on sale, honestly, I still think it's worth it. I don't think you should buy it if you know there's a sale coming up. If you can wait, you should, but if either you get a discount coupon or you know there's no sale coming up, whatever the reason, if you need this aircraft now for whatever reason, it's a very good one, and I would not say to not buy it. It's very good. Overall, I do think it is worth it. With all that being said, thank you all for watching. If there's any vehicles that you want to see in the future in this series, please let me know in the comments below, and have a good one.